This should not be an issue for Republicans or Democrats. This is an issue for every American who cares about our Constitution, who cares about personal liberty, who cares about due process, and who cares about what makes America so different, which is adherence to all of those things. This is an American issue. They landed in El Salvador, and he was taken to CECOT prison. He was placed in a cell with, if I recall correctly, and don't hold me to it, of about 25 other prisoners at CECOT. He said he was not afraid of the other prisoners in his immediate cell, but that he was traumatized by being at CECOT and fearful of many of the prisoners in other cell blocks who called out to him and taunted him in various ways. He told me, and this was yesterday, that 8 days ago, so I guess 9 days ago from today, he was moved to another detention center in Santa Ana, where the conditions are better. But he said despite the better conditions, he still has no access to any news from the outside world and no ability to communicate with anybody in the outside world. He said he felt very sad about being in a prison because he had not committed any crimes. The President Trump and the Trump administration wants to say that those who are fighting to stand up for our Constitution don't want to fight gang violence. That is an outright lie. That is a big, big lie. So I say to the President and the Trump administration, if you want to make claims about Mr. Abrego Garcia and MS-13, you should present them in the court, not over social media. What the Trump administration did admit in court was that Kilmar Abrego Garcia has been mistakenly detained. They called it a, quote, administrative error, unquote. An administrative error that has resulted in him being abducted off the streets of Maryland and put into prison in El Salvador, that has deprived him of his personal freedom and liberty. But rather than fix this grievous error that they agreed had been made in court, what did the Trump administration do? They upbraided and fired the lawyer who told the truth to the court. That's right. That's what they did. They didn't fix the error. They fired the lawyer who told the truth about this awful, egregious mistake. And now, despite the fact that the Supreme Court has ordered the Trump administration to fix that error, and that has deprived Mr. Abrego Garcia of his liberty, they are flaunting, the administration, the Trump are flaunting the court order to facilitate its return. And the government of El Salvador is complicit in that illegal scheme. So I've told the Vice President of El Salvador that I may be the first senator, member of Congress to be in El Salvador, to come down to El Salvador, but I won't be the last. There are others coming. I've got to give them a call after this meeting to brief them on my trip. But this goes back to the fact that, El Salvador is making a big mistake. The President of El Salvador is making a big mistake in being complicit in this illegal scheme.
I was born in South Africa. Yes. And I was